Okay, this is a little prerequisite before the actual tutorial. This is for the texture painting portion in the last bit, so I just want to show it now on how to texture paint on a human. So first we're going to need to add a little image, and then we're going to click new, and name it like skin or something, I don't know. And then we need to import our brushes. I downloaded them off Blender Market, you can get them anywhere. Under the texture tab in texture paint, make sure you click on what texture you want, and then under it, click stencil. This is so you can click and drag where you want the texture to be with the right click. How you do it. Duplicate the texture, name it something, just make sure it's blank, and then import a UV map from input, connect to UV, and then make one that says like projected UV. That's pretty good. Keep the UV map on the default for now, and then in the UV map in nodes, click the other one, and then go to view, project from view, and then in the UV editor to scale it up, and then you have your projection. Now you're gonna bake it, so make sure the principled BSDF is still connected, and then bake. If it came out black, then your principled BSDF wasn't connected, so just make sure it's connected. Now you're gonna want to connect the projected image onto the principled BSDF, and this is where it gets kind of cool. In our actual head model that you import, you want to project from view and then line it up with your projection by linking the materials together. And then go into the UV editor and click O, and you can line up the textures like eyes and mouth and nose, and it will basically like make a circle, and then it'll project it so it will work. Now we gotta set up the final UV projection for the texture painting. It's just like the first strategy, except you want a smart UV project. That's the only difference. Duplicate the texture, make it blank, add a UV map, and then set it to the second UV map that you made in the object properties. Or the vertex properties, my bad, and then bake the texture and you're done. Okay, for the bump map, we need another UV map just to set up with the final UV. Make sure you duplicate the normal map again and then name it bumpy or something. Make it blank so we can draw on it. And now you can draw with the first strategy in the video that I showed you about the texture painting, and then you have some skin details. Put some elbow grease into it. I made this with the same strategies and the same model, and it came out pretty cool. So yeah, just put some work into it, and then it'll be nice.